Welcome back. It is episode number 2 of the Summer Dinner Rhythm, and this is, I guess it's going to be cooking with Lindsay. So we are moving through the Summer Dinner Rhythm, which is a system I created to bring nourishing meals to the table during the summer, during the weekdays, because I do find that, summer, we kind of break from routine. We're doing a lot of different things, and I just, dinner can kind of fall really low on the priority list. So I wanted to create a system, which I was trying to look for a different word. It felt very scientific, but it fit. So I wanted to create a system to help organize and for you to execute, and that's what we're going through. So I created this system. It's called the Summer Dinner Rhythm, like I just said, and I'm going to shorten it to SDR. I have a full PDF for you guys to download. And we are working on Mediterranean Monday. So the idea with the system is that drinking game for system and for doing my hands. I notice I do talk a lot in my hands, but it is organized with themes because I feel like themes, when you have, it can really help you with direction throughout the night. Because especially once you understand what ingredients are known to that theme, like for tonight, we're gonna be putting together our Mediterranean Monday dish. Then you will start to understand it. It just provides direction. It limits decision making. And inside here, I have a whole thing about all the, like for Mediterranean Monday, I have a list of everything that you can do for Mediterranean Monday. Like all these different ingredients you pick. And the idea is there's different categories. And you would just pick like a handful and you would have dinner for the night, as well as sauces and dressings. So yesterday we did a little bit of Sunday prep, but it was very light. It really lasted only 20 minutes. And it really just sets us up for the week, because again too, like it's summertime, like we don't want to spend all day in the kitchen. Like nobody wants to do that. So we are just going to go through the Mediterranean Monday flow. And this is part of the download too, and I'm just going to be looking through it. So the flow looks like this in the PDF, and we just go down the sequence. So it's already laid out. And as well as the flow, there's also some recipes which I'm going to have to look at today as well. I would put just light recipes, okay? So again, I'm going through the system. This is how it's going to, this is an example I wanted to show you, support you, how it can look throughout the week. But you can, obviously you can adjust these, you can adjust the themes if you want, but I really highly encourage having themes. I just think it really helps. And, because the thing is too, is my last, actually real fast, I'm just going to turn on my air fryer to get that heated up. My thing is too, is, you guys all know, if you know me, that I'm all about home cooking. I just believe in it so much. And but it's not just about nourishment, is it really does help you restore when you have this plan for your home cooked meals. It's just so much better than, okay, last minute, let's do takeout. And again, no judgment. I think all my friends, I've never judged anybody for their decisions or whatever. And look here, I know I don't, have kids and stuff like that. I get it, but so that's why I want to help you, because it really does, when you already have a plan, when you already make home cooked meals. I just think summertime is such a great time to longer days. You can be outside. It creates such a much better experience for connection as well, because when you actually take the time and you have the home cooked meal and everybody helps or whatever like that, it's treated differently, right? I mean, you are more likely to sit around with your family and friends, whether it's, instead of when you have takeout, it just looks different. You buy takeout and it's just, everybody goes to their different ends of the couch or whatever and turns on a cell. It's treated differently. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my That's my spiel. So I took a lot of time to develop this. All the PDFs I do create myself and design and everything, and I'm really proud of it. Okay, so whenever we do a flow, it always starts with whatever takes the longest cooking time. So tonight is going to be some chickpeas, which we started yesterday. And what we did was we took a can of chickpeas and we just put it over, we rinsed it out, put it in a colander, and we put it in the fridge uncovered, and just helps dry it out a little bit, you know, just helps a little bit. Obviously it's not necessary, you could do it this night too, but it's also something too in your mind when you already have some steps already prepared. It's something like it just already has that forward momentum going. So what we're going to be doing with these is we want to you know, make them a little, you know, sexy. We don't want to just put them in like this. Good. And we do want them to be dry because we want these to be, I can never get chickpeas like crispy, but they are a firmer like texture, and that's what we're looking for. And when we're going to be adding the spices, we're going to be adding some cumin. And yesterday, God, so I did look over the live yesterday because I'm trying to make shorts and reels, and I just want to see like if you guys can hear me, if you can see me. Like right now I'm actually having an issue because I feel like, woo, half the video right now is half ceiling. I just gotta get used to this again. It's been 3.5 years since I've done a live and everything, and I don't know, I just like them so much better because I just like the realness of it, and I hate, it's so hard looking back and editing myself, and I just cringe all the time. And then I edit them so much that they're so boring, and I just think it's nicer when it's real, you know? Anyway, what was I saying? Completely off track. Oh, but I was like, oh God, I was just so blasey-dazy about like the pickling and the blanching of the green beans, and you know, I have to be more accurate, but it's honestly true when I do those things. As far as like the salt, I just kind of like throw it in and hope it works. But yeah, there is some measurements if you need that. I get that. So what I basically did is I added sumac and cumin and paprika, equal portions, into my chickpeas. I'm not going to be adding salt, and I'm going to be adding some extra virgin olive oil, and then just coat it lightly. I'm not going to do it with my hands. And then we're going to put this in an air fryer. So my oven has an air fryer, and I really wish I kept my plug-in air fryer because I miss that. I feel like they do perform differently. That's why you may see different instructions on how to use an air fryer, because you have to get to know your air fryer. It's so different. It's even ovens, they just perform differently. So anyway, but I do have this big tray, which is kind of nice because it allows for a lot of air circulation, because whenever you want to make something firm and crispy, you want to have some circulation in between. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, I have my air fryer at 400 degrees, and this goes in front. So you can use your plug-in. So yeah, we're just going to cook those until they get firm. I'll probably have to periodically check into them. And we're going next in the sequence. So we're just going down the line, and so we have the option of, I chose farro because that's a Mediterranean starch, or the Saturday loaf, which when you look into the PDF, there's two like random loaves at the end of the chapter. I'm not going to be going over them during this series, but I will have a bonus on a Saturday to go over how to do the loaves. And I created the loaves. This is something I just started because I just felt like when I was, here I go with my hands again. I just felt like when I created these loaves, they just filled in the blanks. It was like whenever I needed something comfy, you know, that comfy carb or just something, and I just didn't feel like making anything, or just, I don't know, something to make me like comforting. I just found that the loaf helped, and that's why I started calling it the Saturday loaf. And I have two different versions. One's a sweet one, and one's more of a kind of a rustic, kind of a basic, kind of just an ordinary one. It's more like a sandwich bread. So I'm going to be cutting that into croutons. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like. And they're all made with 00 flour, which 00 flour is like lower on the gluten thing, which I'm kind of relearning more about gluten because I just really want to really understand how significant that is. It's hard because some of my doctors that I follow are all about gluten-free, so of course I believe in them. But I also wonder how much am I limiting myself, or am I depriving myself of gluten? But anyway, 00 flour is lower on the gluten. So this is what a Saturday loaf looks like. It's very dense. It's got some zucchini in it too. So, and you can like freeze these. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm feeling kind of hungry, okay, you know, just judge yourself. Like, do you feel hungry? Do you need that carb tonight? I know we always go to carbs, but it's true, you know. Do you feel it? Do you need something more satisfying? Then have the carb. And again, this is all like, you know, good for you carb. So nourishing. So I got my beautiful slices, and this is so easy. I know you guys, people are probably expecting that I would do like sourdough bread, but that's a process. Yeah, I haven't really conquered that yet. So this Saturday loaf bread, it really doesn't take that long to put together. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wait till my chickpeas are good until I put these in the air fryer to crisp up. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same bowl. That was a lot. I probably don't need that many just for me, but that's fine. I am hungry. I am hungry today, so. All right. Did a lot of yard work yesterday. Okay, I'm just gonna brush this off real quick because I also clean a lot while I do this. Okay. All right, so next is we're going to work on the dressing. And I'm very excited about the dressing because it's going to feature something from my garden. This is parsley that I grew, and I'm very excited about using something that I've grown. Let's see, guys. I just need a bowl to whisk this in. I want something bigger. I was trying to do something clear for you guys to see, because I like to do something for you guys to see, but this is not clear, and that's not going to be good. Well, let me see something. I just use my hair. Where is this bowl? Yeah, because I like for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. So, yes. So, this is my favorite nut and seed butter. It's tahini. I always have this on standby. It's always in my fridge. It's my favorite. Doesn't my drawer sound great? So we're going to do 1/4 cup of this. It just tastes so good, and I love it with bananas. This is my favorite. Bananas are like my favorite fruit. Bananas and mangoes. They are my fave. Does anybody else like tahini? You guys are familiar with tahini? It's so good. Oh my god. It is like so good. Okay, this is a very simple dressing we're having. I'm going to add some lemon zest. Lemon zest has like all the flavor. Or not, I mean, the juice has flavor too, but the zest has a lot. So I'm going to use my microplane to just grate it. That smells so good too. Oh my god. Just smells fresh. When you want something to look bright and smell fresh, add lemon. It's actually a good idea. If you ever do catch yourself in a bind and maybe you do have to or takeout or whatever for yourself or relatives or something like that. You need to add some freshness to it. I mean, just, God, that smells so good. All right, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I guess I'm not adding any lemon juice. I'm just adding the zest, which is, yeah, okay. All right. I might add, I'm just going to put that to the side because I might change it up. All right, and let's get the parsley. Beautiful parsley from, I'm telling you, like, I don't know why I haven't planted herbs a long time ago, because herbs are, like, I hate to use the word easy because then it kind of like takes away, like, if it does end up being like difficult for you, but they are very easy to grow. They really are. Just got to get the right containers. I got all, for all my, I have so many herbs, and that's one thing I need to get better at though, is learning how to harvest them. But I have all kinds, and I did all terracotta colored, like my outfit, my Walmart onesie. I did all terracotta colored pots, and with my hard herbs, I used the ceramic terracotta pots, because they don't, like, they're okay with getting dry, but with the parsley and everything, my other herbs, I just use these regular terracotta, and they turned out really well. Okay, I'm doing a bunch with my hands, and then I'm just going to go through. It's just going to be really rustic. We can always add herbs later. These as much as possible. That's good. All right. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Now to thin it out, we're going to either use water or extra virgin olive oil, and it just kind of depends on again your hunger level, like where you are. I'm gonna add a little bit extra virgin olive oil. That'll be good. Okay. And then I'm going to let it sit right here. I'm going to whisk it right before I add it to the salad. So I'll just put this right there. Okay, now we're on to, actually let me check to see what's going on with my chickpeas. Okay, I'm glad I checked. All right. Let's see, I might want to like give them a little like shimmy. They look good. Again, they're not going to get like really crispy, but yeah, they look good. I'm going to put them back. Okay, because I got to get those croutons going. So we're going to move on to our fish. I have tuna for tonight. You can use any fish you want. So what we want to do with the tuna is we're going to give it a nice sear. Now the thing about sear, if you guys are familiar with it, basically a sear is when the outside gets like caramelized, this caramelized outside looking layer, it's like kind of like crispy. And then the inside is more like a sushi type of fish, you know, very soft. And the thing about it though is you have to have it at like a high temperature, and it's very hard if you are somewhere like I am, where you don't have a great air vent, you live in an apartment and everything. So, but we'll still make it happen. Oh my God, I have this open. Let me close that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up my window to help with the air because, yeah, my smoke detector is very sensitive. I've washed my knife. This is probably the all right, so my tuna's in the fridge. I'm gonna get that out. All right. So in order to get a sear, we want our fish to be dry. So yeah, and I'm just using yesterday. Part of the prep was to take out the frozen fish, or you can use fresh. So we're gonna get paper towels. I'm not gonna do it on my cutting board. You guys can see it right here. And let me get my kitchen scissors. I just say like, I mean, fresh is great. Like definitely, you know, use fresh. But I don't think there's anything wrong with using frozen, especially because a lot of fresh fish, well, sometimes it's served in like family size, but so if you're just cooking for yourself, then you don't need all that. And fish is funny, right? It's not like you have to eat it within like a day, 2, 3 max. All right, so we're gonna pat this dry. I've got this is a stainless steel pan. I'm gonna put it up into 5 because I don't wanna do too hot, but so I'm gonna have to put the fan on for this. So hopefully that won't be like too noisy. All right, and what I'm gonna do, what I like with my tuna is to add like some seasoning on the outside. It really helps, like especially like sesame seeds and stuff, it really helps like make the outside like this more like the firm, like it just is a protective, it's like a protective layer. So what I'm trying to say is when you add like the seasoning on the outside, it just kind of helps make that, I feel like it helps make the sear. I feel like it does. And it helps it stay like soft inside. So yeah, it helps get that crisp on the outside, helps soft inside. That's how I feel. All right, so these are pretty dry. Let me actually, or what? I need to wash my hands for a second. All right, right on the paper towel, which I would put on a plate, but I'm gonna do my ground pepper. There's a spice blend that I gotta find again. I got it once and it's just the best spice blend for like fish, and it provided like the best outside coating, but this isn't bad. And I just want this to be a basic coat. I'm not trying to add flavor into the tuna. So the flavor is going to be on all the other ingredients I'm going to add. And I'm going to do kosher salt. My box of kosher salt. Yeah, kosher salt helps. And I always try to like go around and do all the edges as well, not just the top and bottom, because the sides you can get as well. Okay. All right, let's see how hot this is. This is a stainless steel pan. They're very thin, so it's going to heat up fast. Over there. Let's see what we got. Yep, can hear the sizzle already. So you really only need like a couple minutes each side. And if you have, especially if you have a really high stove, if you can do that at your house, if you have that nice range, then you can go high. But I can't hear because my smoke alarm will come off. But that's okay, we can still make it work. Alright, so I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to be on duty for that and the chickpeas, which I think I'm just going to take out right now because I feel like they're going to be okay. I'm just going to rinse my hands real quick. Alright, I'm going to take out the chickpeas. And They're good. They look really good. And see, just even the look of them, they just look so much better than canned, you know? So much better than like canned. All right. Now I need to put these chickpeas. Oh, this is something with the tray. You gotta like, this is when I will need other ones. Okay, some will just run away, but that's okay. Okay. All right, put these aside. They look beautiful. And now I'm gonna add my, actually now I probably need to change or split the tuna. You can see it, well you can't really see it, but you can see like the bottom is like browning. Now this is gonna be rare inside, okay? And that's fine, it's sushi grade. And it comes off fast. I'm gonna use my fish trimmer, one of my favorite, this is one of my favorite tools. I believe everybody should have it because it's like so thin. Awesome. Okay. That is good. Now I'm going to get my sandwich bread. I actually don't think I'm not even going to add oil to this. I'm just going to put it inside. So I think it's going to crisp anyway. And I don't use any of it. So I'm going to put this in my air fryer to crisp. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. The tuna is the last thing we need to do for our Mediterranean bowl. So, we're almost there. See, it doesn't, when you have a plan, you can just go through the motions. You don't have to think. You can get things done so fast. But it does take a minute to plan. But the thing is, you can plan anywhere. That's why, alright. My ears are popping for some reason. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Alright, I'm just going to finish this up. Yeah, and that's about it. So this needs to chill out a little bit before I cut into it. I'm not sure if I cut that too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start plating. I'm going to start plating our Mediterranean Monday dinner. So first I like to, whenever I plate, I like to clean things off. So I'm just going to do a little cleanup here. Put our sandwich bread away. Our Saturday loaf, I should say. Our rustic Saturday loaf. So nice to have. I'm going to take out our greens. These are also from my garden. I'm so excited about having those. These are blanched green beans. This is what we did yesterday. We did some blanched green beans and I was like, just stick it in a sack. Stick it in a bag. Because what's going to happen is, yeah, we can just pull from this all week. And they actually taste really good like this when you blanch green beans and you add just some olive oil and some salt. And what I'll do is I'll add some seasoning too, and they just make like a great snack. But I'm going to be pulling from these all week for like lunches and stuff like that. So I'm just doing a quick clean up because that's just how I am. And I want to make sure that when we plate our dinner tonight, it just looks so good. Okay. All right. Sorry, I know this is like behind. All right, guys. So we're doing now is we're finishing up Mediterranean Monday plate already. Didn't take that long because we were like already planned for everything. Okay. Now, this is like hard to do. It's fun. But I would so rather do it live than to videotape it, that's for sure. Okay, where was it? Okay, so we are gonna plate. Normally I would use a bowl. I'm a bowl girl. Is anybody team bowl over here? I love bowls. I just bought like a whole new like 4-bowl set at Costco for $10. They're so nice. But because I want you guys to see what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it on a plate. plate, of course, because you guys know I always use white things. All right, and this is how it's gonna roll. So my greens from my garden. All right, we're just going to add these, just top these. There's all different kinds. I got arugula. Well, that's a big guy. That was a big one. I'm not really actually sure what that is, but it was like a mixed green salad or something. All right, so we got our greens. This one, I like really green greens. Oh, God, this smells good too. Don't you wish it was always summer? Seriously. Okay, I'm going a little crazy. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna put these back in the fridge real quick. And we're gonna be adding our blanched green beans. What I did for the summer dinner rhythm, I mentioned it yesterday, is I wanted to use summer vegetables. So that's what I try to do. Green beans are in season. They're slowly coming in the garden. I'll just kind of batch them a little bit here. They're kind of getting hidden a little bit. Yeah, same direction. That looks nice. That looks good. What else do we have here? Mediterranean Monday. What are Mediterranean ingredients? I love Mediterranean food. I'm gonna put this away. We also cut up cucumbers yesterday. So cucumbers are good to add. They're another summer vegetable, and also they are full of water. They have potassium, there's electrolytes that are good to help retain the water that apparently is harder to do when we get older. I don't know. I'm just gonna put those there. All we did was cut them up yesterday. That's all we did. But it's already nice to have, right? Pickled red onions, some olives. Wow, we got a lot. There's a lot going on here. What should I do first? Actually, I'm gonna do black last. Pickled red onions we did yesterday. Look how pretty it looks. Isn't that pretty? And the thing is, with pickled red onions, you can use them like the whole month long. Actually, I mean, when I pickle stuff, I use them like, I don't know, for months. But they are just so pretty. I'm just gonna sprinkle those on there. Good. I'm gonna keep them to one side. Right? Now we're gonna add the tuna now. Yep, it should be good now. I've let it rest for a little bit, so I'm hoping it's rare inside. It's a little bit hard to keep track of this. Looks good. This was frozen. Awesome. All right, so let's cut into this. I'm just gonna do little slices. Yep, it's a little pink inside, and this is a tuna grade, I believe. I might have even liked it a little rarer, but I'm really happy that I was still able to. We're gonna put that right in the middle. Smack daddy. That's good. Good. Yeah, not bad. As I'm smacking my lips, that's nasty. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I have a habit. I have to rinse my knife after I use it, because otherwise stuff gets stuck on there. I don't like that. Alright, now we got our Kalamata olives. My tuna hands. Nobody else, I'm not serving anybody else, so. Thanks, Jimmy. I know. You know what? I feel like I'm out of practice a little bit with plating and everything. I keep thinking when we were younger, I think about art classes. We added the black stuff, the ingredients at the end, the outlines and everything. But yeah. Okay. Got the olives. Got a lot of olives going on. So good. Got this big thing of Kalamata olives at Costco. Oh, my hair's in my face. What else do we have? We got a lot of stuff. Let me check on my croutons. I don't know if they're burning. Oh, let me get those guys out. My Sorry Note Loaf croutons. They look good. Look at these guys. nice and crispy. Okay. Just need a drink of some water. I think the pepper on the tuna only got me. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle over this tahini dressing that I made. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over. Oh yeah. This is the stuff. You gotta have a good sauce, you know what I'm saying? Makes a difference. And all this is tahini and parsley and some lemon zest. Oh, yeah. Now we're gonna add some chickpeas. Okay, this is looking crazy now. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then we have our. If you want to add some spice, I suggest harissa. Harissa is so good. I'm gonna put it to the side for a second. And then we have our Saturday Live croutons. We're just gonna put those to the side. And I do like spice, so I'm gonna add a little bit of harissa. And you only need like a little dab will do you on this one. You don't need a lot. And I might just put, I don't know, random slices. And we have finished our first. Actually, you know what? I need to just, because they're from my garden, I just need to add a few extra parsley leaves, because it's just gonna add that freshness and that brightness. And I might actually finish off too with a squeeze of the lemon. I mean, come on, we have it, so I might as well use it. So let's finish off with this. Oh, and there you go. Look at that. How's it look, guys? Can you see it? Looks great, right? Anybody? What about? Anyway, so this is our Mediterranean Monday dinner tonight. Oh, it's full of all these different colors, all this different texture, just freshness, aliveness. Like, it's, yeah, it just makes me happy looking at it. What do you guys think? Would love to hear your thoughts. I think I'm actually going to add a few more pickled red onions because I want to see that brightness. But anyway, but that is tonight's dinner. Now I'm going to put it to the side. Guys, we have to get ready for Taco Tuesday. I know, a lot going on. But honestly, guys, that really didn't take that long, right? So the idea is you would have dinner, and then afterwards you would do a little prep for tomorrow's dinner. And we're going to do that right now. Or, you know, if you just want to just kind of keep rolling, like you're feeling good, you just want to hold off on dinner and let it get cold, then that's up to you. So let's go with Taco Tuesday. We just have a few things to do. I'm just going to clean up a little bit. Okay, so Tuesday's Taco Tuesday, and I've said that like a number of times already. All right, we just had some veggies to cut up, some chicken to marinate, and that's basically it. Then we're gonna take, my hair's in my eyes. Yeah, then we're gonna take some tortillas out. All right, so let's get started. We'll just go ahead and do the peppers first. So we got some different colored peppers. It doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you, Craig. It looks good, right? Yeah, thank you. Okay. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Okay, so for the peppers, we're gonna cut the ends off, and then we're gonna cut it down the middle, and then we're gonna cut all this white stuff off. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna cut it all off, and the best way to do it is just to smash it to kind of like get that. But the white stuff, I don't know, I don't think it really adds any flavor. It doesn't look good, and so that's what we're gonna do. And my knife, when I do this, you might want to be more protective than me, because, you know, I kind of am little bit like aggressive with my knife skills, but that's because I've just done this many times. But you will be. Okay. You guys see that? All right. And now we're just going to julienne them as much as we can, because we're going to making for tacos. They're basically like chicken fajitas type of situation, because it doesn't have to, Taco Tuesday doesn't have to be tacos. You know, it's just, it's a theme that we're doing. So it's just anything Mexican. And that's the idea, is you guys know that Tuesday is Taco Tuesday at your house. And so you're like, okay, well, let's, you know, you switch it up. It has to be Mexican themed. So you already know, you know, you can do all, there's all different kinds of things you can do. You don't have to stick to the same type of recipe. I mean, God, there's so much. I mean, when I had my, I'm wasting a lot, right? When I had my meal service, I just, well, you'll see. I'll show you how I do my system, but I mean, you can make like, there's like 20 different sauces you can make. Okay. That is. I'm actually going to turn off this fan real quick. It's annoying me. I'm not doing too bad. I was like, okay, I want to do like, keep it to an hour, and I'm kind of going faster than I thought. So that's good. I did put the olives in there. I did. I know. I need a camera person. I need a cameraman. You know, one of the reasons why I came back to doing these after like 3 years is because there's an actual cooking live on, you guys watch it, it's David Chang. He's on Netflix. He does Tuesday nights. And I started watching his, and it made me feel so much better, because like just seeing him, he's so honest, like when he messes up, or just the way it's like, because this is hard, you know, and like doing this live and stuff, but he just made me feel so much better about it, because I would look at my lives and I'm like, oh my God, it's horrible. But I really love teaching. I love teaching so much, and I love storytelling, and yeah, love doing that stuff. So anyway, okay, so like I said, you can do whatever peppers you want to do, and I probably should go back, try to slice them as thin as you can. I'm going to go back over here and just kind of, I don't know, do a rough chop of this, because we don't like to waste anything. But this is also, you can also, if the peppers, you don't like the way they look, you can always like throw in the sauce or something like that. Okay. All right. Let's finish off here. Okay. Yes, fajitas can be Southwestern. That is true. That's true. I mean, you can change it up. You can, you know, maybe Tuesday's Taco Tuesday and Southwestern Tuesday or something. It's just something to provide you some direction, so you know. All right, so I'm going to get some onions together, which I was like hesitant about doing onions, because onions usually oxidize like right away. Like I always say, like if you're going to do an onion, just go ahead and cook the whole thing, and feast on it all week long. Like I love to, I love caramelized onions. I make caramelized onions a lot, and yeah, when I do them, I'll just cook the whole onion, and I'll just cool on them all like week long. Okay, but these were surprising. These I actually did practice. And it's so nice, like you already have these onions already prepared, and we're like already like cooking them when we're not like crazy, like stressed and like hungry and stuff, because cooking can be really fun when you're not stressed and you have a plan and stuff, and it's very therapeutic. It's so therapeutic. All right, so that's that. Now, I need to clean this off, because, you know, I probably should have put my trash can like right beside me, so I don't have to keep running away. But I'll be right back. I think I threw away some really good pepper. That's some wasted pepper. Okay, so now we are going to, we only have 2 more steps left to get ready for tomorrow's dinner. So we feel like superstars. I'm just gonna, yeah, clean this. I know. This is, I can't leave this messy. Okay. So the last things we're gonna do is we're going to take out our fajitas, if you have frozen fajitas, which I do. And I'm going to take them out and put them in the fridge. That's what I'm doing. Okay? And we are just going to use seared tortillas. These are Lindsay approved. I love them. So I'm going to put them in the fridge so they can thaw overnight. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to marinate some chicken thighs. You can also use chicken breasts if you want to. I don't like chicken breasts, so I'm not going to like show you the cover here because you guys are going to be like, oh, they're not organic. But you know, I don't really trust food labels. Like I trust farmers, and I don't know if I haven't done a lot of investigation because you know I've only really added chicken into my life like the last like I don't know year or something like that. So I haven't done that. But if you guys know an organic chicken farmer and around Pasadena, Maryland, let me know. Now apparently you don't need to rinse off the chicken thighs because the U.S. Department of Agriculture says when you rinse them, like it splatters everywhere in the sink. So I was like, all right, well, hey, one less thing I have to do. So, but we are going to dry them just like, you know, we're doing the ghetto paper towel, just like we did with the tuna. And I actually did that with my greens before because we want the marinade to adhere. All right. So put them on the paper towel, and then I'm just going to take another paper towel. I get all my paper towels from Costco, and then we're just going to do this method. Okay? Let me push that. Jimmy, if you're watching, this is a cutting board that you bought me when I was like 24. Do you remember that? I still use it. Are you still watching? Me and Ayana, my niece, we still need to do a live again. Actually, no, we didn't do a live before. We just videotaped it, but we have something we want to do. So her schedule is busy though, very busy. But anyway, okay. So I'm rinsing my hands to get that off there. And so yesterday, during the Sunday prep, we did a taco spice blend. So I'm going to be using that. I'm using a big Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to use vinegar. You can use lime juice or vinegar. I'm going to use something that is easy. And olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so first I'm going to be using all this taco spice blend. I'm just going to be putting in there like that. I suggested yesterday that you make a whole big thing of spice blend because that way you can just pull from it all summer long. Like I said, and you buy it, yeah, you're gonna like feel like you're spending a lot on like regular spices, but it's gonna be worth it in the end because it's so much. That was a lot of vinegar. I don't know if that was like too much. That's okay. Vinegar's flavor and some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to be talking about olive oil in another episode. I didn't want to get too crazy with it, but I've kind of been researching olive oil as well. And oh my god, so much missed opportunity for nutrients when you use the stuff that I've been using. Okay. So you get that. It's all there. There's your marinade. And we're just going to be the chicken thighs in here. I gotta move this out of here. This is like, yeah, I know. I guess you should trim the fat, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I just feel like after you cook it, you can see the fat and pull it off then. Like, why waste my time and do it now? And I do it without the skin, without the skin. Okay. I'm going to rinse my hands one more time before I close all this. And then you just close the Ziploc bag. My hands really need to get my manicure. And then you just, you know, mix it all around just so you have all the chicken covered. And yep, then this is going to marinate overnight. It's going to be all flavorful. I mean, sometimes the secret to stuff is just the marination. Like I said, I love chicken thighs, but you can use chicken breasts. And yep, then we'll have this ready for tomorrow. So already tomorrow, like, we are already set. We got Taco Tuesday, we got marinated chicken, we got peppers and onions. We had something else, I forgot what it was. Oh, the tortillas. The frosting. So hey, if anybody's in Pasadena and you want to join me for Taco Tuesday, you might have to do the video camera though, because anyway, what would you guys think? Was this helpful? Was this fun? I hope so. I'm going to be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and we are going to plate Taco Tuesday. We're going to get ready for McLindsay, which, you know, I'm not conceited or anything. You can call it whatever you want. It's burger and fries. Oh, and this is, oh, yummy. I can't wait to have this tonight after I do a cleanup. So, gosh, thank you guys all for joining me. This is the most I've ever had watch me. So I'm really excited. Oh, and don't forget, download the Summer Dinner Rhythm. You know, the Summer Dinner Rhythm, the system and everything. It's totally free, and it is a whole complete system. It's not just, you know, tonight. Because like tonight, like I said, if you do go along the whole week, or not the whole week, the whole summer, you decide, hey, it's Mediterranean Monday, you can go in the system and you can look at all the different types of foods you can include in your meal that night. It doesn't have to be a salad, it can be anything. You just choose like whatever, like a handful of stuff. And then I have different sauces and dressing ideas that go with them. And if you don't know how to make these, ChatGPT. Just put it in there, and then you know, and then it's just simple, and you just know, and then you have this delicious meal, and you feel great, and then you can start digging up plants like I can, right? Yeah, I've dug up a lot. All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Good night.